Back in 2024, it was announced that Playmates toys would be granted by Hasbro the toy license for Power Rangers. It's definitely a weird move, fans thought at first, because why would Hasbro, a toy company, give a license to a property that they bought themselves to another toy company? Well, if you've consumed any Power Rangers media throughout the last, let's say, 6-7 years, Hasbro doesn't really know what to do with Power Rangers at the moment. And after giving trial runs to Beast Morphers and Dino Fury, their reboot plans to separate themselves from the Super Sentai series fell apart, and they ended up only releasing a handful of toys for Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, the final season of the main Power Rangers timeline. And a few months after the series' end, they would also, for the time being, discontinue their toy line of collector-driven action figures and roleplay items called the Lightning Collection. Literally, in an earnings call, the brand was reported to have failed to meet their threshold in terms of profitability to continue as is. The formula just is not working for Power Rangers right now, especially after they paid those multi-millions of dollars to obtain the series in the first place. So to experiment, and with Playmates at the helm, they are out to make a new Mighty Morphin Power Rangers focused toy line. Now, to Power Ranger fans across the world, you know that this is probably the 12th Mighty Morphin toy line that they've done. But there's a new strategy at helm, and that is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reignition. In January of 2025, it was announced that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reignition will be that brand new toy line from Playmates Toys. And in the months of February and March, it was also reported that they would re-air the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series on YouTube along with Netflix, but using artificial intelligence to enhance the original show. As you know, it's a 1990 show being aired in the 2020s, so this is definitely gonna need some polishing. The new toy line was said to be kid-focused primarily, bringing Power Rangers to a new generation of kids. The new toys coming along into the picture would replicate the old ones from the 90s, such as the Automorphin figures, originally made by Bandai of America back in 1993, along with releasing their own version of the Dino Zords, the Power Morpher, and the Blade Blaster. But I also must note, this isn't the first time they tried to reintroduce Mighty Morphin Power Rangers to a new generation of kids. Back in 2010, Bandai of America would release a brand new line of Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures with an accompanying quote-unquote new version of the 90s series airing Saturday mornings in the 2010s on ABC Kids. They also did their own Megazord, figures, Blade Blaster, Power Morpher kinda? You had Mix and Morph. However, the new effects on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series was merely cheap comic book effects that did not enhance the show at all. I made a whole video about it way back when. Go check it out if you want to learn more about that. But funny enough, that show also got its own streaming release on Netflix, so you could have watched the original 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers along with the 2010 reversion as well. However, I will say they didn't do all of season 1, they only got to about 30-something. Funny enough though, when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reignition came onto Netflix in the summer of 2025, it actually removed the 2010 reversion from Netflix. Which means the only way to watch the 2010 version of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, as to this day it never got a physical media release, is only on YouTube. And now I can gladly say you can watch 3 versions of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1. The original 1993 version, the reversion from 2010, and now 2025's Reignition. 2017's Power Rangers movie was also another reintroduction of Power Rangers to the youth, albeit the movie flopped and also the toy line didn't do as good. But when it comes to the actual footage of the upscale in Reignition, the picture quality is noticeably sharper and more digitally processed than the original 93 show. I watched the first episode, Day of the Dumpster, and I noticed that this upscaling boosted a lot of the resolution and clarity, tightening the edges of the helmets, the Zords, and the Morphers to make them look a little more cleaner, a little more defined. I will say it's only if you look at them both side by side, because while watching the episode, I couldn't really tell the differences myself, besides maybe the color being a little bit brighter. They're definitely richer and more saturated here. And the upscale isn't crazy. It's only up to 1080p, so these changes are still very much appreciated. Now, I was initially worried about the AI upscale, considering I've seen AI 4K 60 FPS fan-made Power Ranger upscales on YouTube for the last few years that all look a little bit too weird and not really right. Also, there was recently some AI upscales of the Jaws sequels on 4K Blu-rays that were actually using generative AI to fill in the holes, and it definitely had some disgusting looking results. Luckily, I haven't seen any of the AI weirdness here for this upscale, but don't worry because there's definitely some Power Rangers AI weirdness down the road with the way they're marketing Mighty Morphin Reignition. For example, this rock song that was made to show a slideshow of the pictures of the figures. And as you can tell from this post by Ranger Board, no one in the comments is really enjoying it. So much that the original video was actually deleted from the Playmates Instagram page. That's where they're posting all the marketing for the brand new Power Rangers Reignition toys along with the actual Power Rangers Instagram account. And a lot of these videos have definitely been weird. Like this one of a guy going through Walmart filming on what seems to be a potato while an annoying sound just keeps repeating till the end. Personally, I did enjoy the Target ad a lot better.
Available at Target.
But it's this use of AI music making that has been worrying me, like the Putty song. This slop of a marketing is something that us, the consumer, have to take in along with the other slop that we see on TikTok and X every day. Also, it's making me kind of double take at every single piece of marketing the companies are doing when it comes to promoting Reignition. Whether it's episode descriptions that sound like ChatGPT made it up, or their Mighty Morphin Minute, where they talk about different aspects of the show, like Ernie, Bulk and Skull, the Command Center, or various monsters of the week. But I don't know, the announcer kind of sounds robotic in nature. Maybe he's a machine, I honestly can't tell anymore.
Meet the Red Ranger. Jason, a 17-year-old black belt and the Power Rangers team leader, is serious about his martial arts, working out new moves and perfecting old ones.
I don't want to sound crazy or having a tinfoil hat on my head or anything, but this is just all something I've been thinking about when I'm looking at how they're promoting the show. Because it feels like the marketing for Power Rangers is about $5 right now. Actually, no, I would like to apologize because there actually has been some TV commercials that were made. To be honest, they got to bring back the whole 90s thing of exploding rooms when Power Ranger toys were involved. I think that's how you really sell the idea of toys, explosions. But of course, I had to get a view for myself, so I went to Walmart and Target to check out what Reignition toys they might have.
Well, the Blade Blaster is pretty cool. Some Triceratops. Sucks is just the one Zord for $24. Pretty sure 20 bucks 15 years ago got you the whole Megazord, but that was before inflation. They got some Automorphin and some masks. A lot of masks, actually.
Yo, looking at this in person now, like, it looks so small. Like, I guess hand comparison, but damn. It kind of looks like a Happy Meal toy. No offense to the kids.
I saw Power Ranger Godzilla.
Power Ranger Godzilla. Oh damn, they got Power Rangers Godzilla. Hold on. I should make a video about this.
Unboxing.
Y'all see that in the back? I'm not gonna say which one I don't want because Mariska said that's the one I'm gonna get.
Yeah,
so I'm just
always
gonna
happens.
open it. Let's see. I got the Green Ranger. Okay. And the green one is supposed to represent Godzilla himself.
Isn't it Tommy?
Worth it. It is Tommy as Godzilla, or Godzilla as Tommy.
That's sick.
Oh yeah.
Damn, I'm kind of mad I don't have. I just need to unbox.
It's okay. There's always next time. Thank you, Mariska, for watching me unbox this.
You're welcome.
Hey, it's Future Este here. I've decided to take a look at the Automorphin Green Ranger because I feel like I don't have enough Green Ranger figures. I have a cool statue, which is from, I think, the GameStop gift box. You guys remember that video? I also got this Green Ranger car. It has a broken spoiler, but it has the die-cast Green Ranger. I'm actually starting a new series here on YouTube. It's called Power Rangers, Things They Never Review. Hold on. Power Rangers, Things They Never Review. Yeah. I'm still getting used to it. I realized after reviewing the Green Ranger Master Morpher in my Soul of the Dragon video that, hey, reviews inside of videos are fun, and it gives me a chance to look at stuff I probably wouldn't review otherwise, because I am no Dawson writer. I am no MMPR toys. I'm not a toy reviewer, but I do like talking about them. What song do you guys think was better, that song or the Power Rangers Theory? Theory might still be better. Then again, I made that song when I was 14, and you only have amazing imagination and creativity at 14. What do you think, Mini Este? I think you really fell off with this one, Chief. You are so old now. He's right. I'm turning 25 soon. Este, Mini Este, how did you know? I am a reflection of all the great things
never be again.
This is getting too sad, Mini Este. I gotta get back to the review. So yeah, let's check out the Automorphin Green Ranger. Taking a look at the packaging, I don't think I've ever commented on the logo, but I do like the new Reignition logo. I think it gives a nice modern twist to the 90s logo. I think it's really cool, better than the 2010 one. Head flipping morphin action, we got the Green Ranger, little trimey window in the back. I don't want to reveal the feature of this toy yet. There's a dragon dagger in there, a blade blaster, which the Green Ranger doesn't use a blade blaster in the show, but don't worry about it because we have two of them. Automorphin Green Ranger by Playmates Toys. The back is full with a lot of stuff to read. Collect the toys and scan the QR. Originally cursed by Rita Repulsa, Tommy has turned to the good side. Using his formidable material art skills and his power shield, Tommy helps the Power Rangers when things get tough. His signature weapon is the Dragon Dagger. As a Power Ranger, Tommy draws power from the Dragon Zord. I kind of sound like that, hello, Mario. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Hello, Mario.
This is what the Power Rangers are all about, man. Look at this. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers are 5 ordinary teens chosen to receive amazing abilities. I mean, I guess. They summon the spirits of their mighty dinosaurs and morph into the incredible Power Rangers. When evil aliens loom large, the dinosaurs combine to form an even more colossal battle machine, the Megazord. Fun fact, it was just called Megazord. It was only called Dino Megazord in the start of the 2010s. Fun fact of the day. Oh, we got a plug here for the YouTube channel. Love that. And Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, where you can see unfunny TikToks. Fun fact, the renders here of the Mighty Morphin helmets are from Super Mega Force, from the opening. Ain't that cool? They also used that for many like phone cases on Amazon back in the day, or just random merch. And this photo shoot, I don't know, I have PNGs of all of them. Shout out Eric Berry for giving me those. Like for Xbox or something. This is like one of the newer Mighty Morphin photo shoots they did, but yeah, look at that. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. I can drop a review on this item. Wait, I think I'm doing that right now. Sad Onion. Who's the YouTuber that does that?
There's the weird logo they use to show you that babies and children under 3 shouldn't play with something. I've never understood it. It looks like an unhappy onion.
I don't know. EPC, I don't know what that is. That's a new thing for me. Hasbro, you licensed a hell of a toy with this one. Got the figure open now, which, might I add, the opening of this box, mildly inconvenient. There's like these plastic, elastic straps I just had to pull out with God's name in it. And yeah, that wasn't fun. But once open, wow, what a figure. This was, of course, popular in the 90s, so that was a big thing.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from Bandai. Grab the power.
The articulation is actually pretty well. You can move the arms. This is really awkward with one hand. Feet swivel. The face, I mean, pretty good representation of JDF and Tommy's character in the 90s, you know? The green headband all tied up. And, you know, of course we have Screw. But the feature, look at this. Big reveal. It's morphin time. Okay. Well, it doesn't work all the time. Let's try this again. 3, 2, yeah! Green Ranger. Now, definitely there's some paint detail missing here on the helmet, but that is the Green Ranger helmet. Oh, that's very dusty. But yeah, it's missing that, like, black eye. Come on, how much would that have paint costed? Like, a penny? Half a penny? The belt buckle surprisingly has the dragon coin, like, there, which is cool. Look at this little pose I got him in, huh? The weapons are surprisingly big. Dragon dagger, not a lot of detail there, which makes me realize I'm missing my dragon dagger. And I'm missing my blade blaster. Okay, that's a problem for another time. Just gold and silver. It's very nicely detailed though, might I say. And then we of course have the blade blaster. It's 2 colors. It really should be as simple as this. I don't know why he has one though. For fun? There's also of course the long version of the blade blaster, the blade sword? Blade blaster. Is it called the blade sword? Wait, the blade blaster's in Fortnite? Oh my god, it's in Fortnite! Well guys, turns out it's blade blaster sword mode and blade blaster blaster mode. Why? Like I said, the weapons are big. Look, this is bending the dragon dagger. And I don't think he's supposed to have it like that either, actually. This feels okay, even though it really should be like this. I would have preferred the Sword of Darkness, but This is for ages 4 and up, even though this is based on a gimmick that was popular in the 90s. Will kids like this today? I don't know. They probably would have more fun on their iPad. Overall, Automorphin Green Ranger, it's fun. It was 12 bucks. I could collect the whole team, but I'm not. There's also evil space aliens out with it. There's a Rita Repulsa figure and a Putty Patroller. They're doing some more. There's gonna be a Goldar, Babu, Squat. And you know, Playmates will just keep cooking with Reignition for as long as they can, or as Hasbro will let them. You know, season 2, season 3 of MMPR, they could do this for years. They're gonna recreate, I think it's the 12-inch line from the 90s again. It looks like an exact recreation, so I don't know why we didn't get the recreation of the Automorphin figures. Also, I just realized on eBay a few years ago, I saw an exact recreation from Bandai of America of the red and green Automorphin figures that they did in like 2017, 18. I could have got that for below retail, but I didn't. Because you really aren't the best at the financials. Remember when you were $15,000 in credit card debt? Mini Este, I really don't want to talk about that. All right, I gotta retire him at some point. I do think Reignition does all the basics of a Mighty Morphin toy line right. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2010, they tried to do crazy stuff. Dragon Dagger as a lightsaber, they didn't even drop the Power Morpher. The Power Morpher was a mix and morph base.
Mix and morph. Mix and morph.
They even made Titanus part of the mix and morph thing. They had a Megazord, which became the Legacy Megazord. They never dropped a Dragon Zord. They made the Power Rangers dragons. They did a lot of freaky stuff. With this Reignition stuff, we got all the basics. You know, we got Automorphin, we got all the roleplay items, Blade Blaster, Power Morpher, Dragon Dagger, and they're all below 20 bucks. Thank you, Playmates. What I don't like is that I have to buy all 5 Zords individually to make the Megazord, and that's nearly 100 bucks worth of toys. Come on. Regardless, this is a cute little thing to have in. Did you guys see that? It's like I flip it and it goes back to Tommy. I don't think did the 90s toys have this problem? It's mildly infuriating. Anyways, I'm gonna bring it back to narrator Este because he probably has some important, serious things to say. So thank you for watching this Power Rangers Things I Never Reviewed. I hope I sang that right.
Comment question of the day. What is your favorite episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Green with Evil. That's my answer. It was definitely a cool 5-part series. It definitely could have been a movie. I always thought it could have been a movie. But here's the thing about the Reignition line. It's all a part of a bigger picture. Reignition feels kind of less like a new era of Power Rangers and more like some type of robotic recalibration of what Power Rangers means in today's world. Now, as we know, Hasbro's taking a big step back when it comes to producing the show. They really do not care, I feel like. I'm sorry. I've never gotten any free thing from Power Rangers, so I can judge them as much as I want, I feel. Hasbro, as a company, is more interested in licensing the show than directly producing Power Rangers content. And with Playmates taking over the toys, it's kind of like until this new series that they're making for Disney Plus is finished, that the brand right now is just on like life support, you know? In a way, just to keep the show somewhat culturally visible. And I will say, for better and for worse, the show has been culturally visible thanks to Reignition. Starting with workout wear, huh? That's a smart move. I don't know, I wouldn't wear that to the gym to be honest, but someone out there is definitely doing that. Also, while you're here, make sure to subscribe and join the E-Squad today, the biggest Power Ranger fan base ever. No Reignition required. E-Squad comment of the day. Join the E-Squad, write it down in the comments, and make it funny. You might be in the next video, I promise. The highlight of the Reignition marketing is definitely the Fortnite collaboration. I wish I played Fortnite and was able to dress up as a Power Ranger for you guys and do videos about that, but sadly I didn't. But I definitely enjoyed the many videos on the internet. I'm really glad to see people talking about Power Rangers again because now all over social media, I'm seeing Power Ranger edits, Power Ranger memes from any show, and I think it's the most coolest thing that's happening right now for the show. And it all kind of started with this collab on Fortnite. This collab has been rumored for years since other Hasbro properties have had their time to shine in the popular free-to-play game. And at this point, for Power Rangers to feel relevant, a Fortnite collab is awesome. You got skins, you got emotes, you got Megazords, all in a space where millions of people spend their time every day. You know, they're not doing the whole TV stuff, DVD stuff. I wish there was more physical Power Rangers media, but that's not happening. A Fortnite collab is probably the biggest thing the brand has done in the last 10 years. Am I lying? Am I lying? Someone please tell me. Tell me if I'm forgetting something, honestly. The reveal commercial drives us all home. It's a cinematic blend of Fortnite's digital world, you know, all the chaos, the crazy little characters from the video games, but you get the live action, tokusatsu energy. You had real suits. It looks like a Power Rangers episode. They shot this in a Power Rangers location. Like, this is for real. It's in 4x3. The Red Ranger has a big old blaster on him, and they're all fighting together, and it's the coolest thing ever. So it sucks to say when we had the coolest thing ever, like the Fortnite collab, you know, whole teams. You got what? Green Ranger, White Ranger. Tommy got the love. Megazord got the love. It's morphin' time. What more can I say? I gotta talk about bad stuff now. Like the Ninja Kidz TV partnership. Now, I've known about Ninja Kidz TV's videos of Power Rangers for many years. I never made a video about them before because I made a video about Kidz, Power Rangers, and I had to take the video down because the parents didn't like what I had to say, which is perfectly okay. It was probably mean for me, a teenager, to be making, like, poking fun at little kids having fun. You know, my bad. But throughout the years, seeing the popularity of the Ninja Kidz shows, I always kind of appreciated them. And, you know, because they were younger YouTubers, kids doing videos for kids dressed as Power Rangers. They were doing cool things. So when Reignition was announced, Ninja Kidz was also announced as a partner with Playmates to promote Reignition in some way. And with that, we come to the Power Rangers Ninja Kidz web series, turning what began as a 9-episode fan arc of 5 years worth of content, really, into a new mini-series, a Power Rangers stamped of approval show. Still being a fan show, but produced and given the green light officially from the brand. They're sponsoring it in a way. It's made to promote the Reignition toys. It was filmed in Utah, had the same Ninja Kidz cast from the earlier videos. You know, they're martial artists, they're acting, they got new Power Ranger suits, they're fighting against Goldar, Rita Repulsa, Lord Zed, Finster, and from looking at the behind the scenes pictures, we saw that there was some production value onto this, okay? What people loved about them was these suits that were based on fan art from Toku J, a very famous graphic designer in the Power Rangers community. He is an artist that makes beautiful recreations of suits, even new versions of Power Ranger suits. I've admired his work for many years. And now his designs were part of Power Ranger history in a way with this show, because the suits are sick. You know, pop-up collars, no mouths, power core on the chest, noticeable texture in the suits, some color swaps, and boom. These suits could definitely have been in a Power Ranger movie of all things. I always thought that. But even with all this cool stuff, there is now backlash on the show, and this is the worst. A leaked trailer was dropped featuring generative AI for morph sequences, you know, Lord Zed, Goldar's mouth, and even the theme song, I feel. Allegedly, okay? This is all alleged. Make your own, watch the trailer, make your own decisions. It makes me double take and definitely wonder how else generative AI was used here in general, like for the logo formations and the text. And I'm like, I'm crazy. I'm crazy at this point. And you know what? It's a shame. It's a shame because tokusatsu is all about the realness and the fake rubber, the explosions, the little cheap suits. These practical TV tricks make fans feel the spirit of Power Rangers, and it being blurred beneath tech and shortcuts in post-production like generative AI is definitely sad to see. You can have your debate in the comments, you know, I'll gladly read all of that. But I'm just saying, as a tool, AI can be used to upscale a show like Reignition. That's cool. But then when you're kind of making new things just like that, it's not like CGI. It's a different thing. Like no humans are really touching it besides a prompt, which is really sad to see for a show like Power Rangers, which is all about making something out of nothing. But also Power Rangers is also known for making stuff on the cheap, and AI could be used on the cheap. So there's also that. In the broader context of Reignition, all of this reinforces the idea that the brand is being preserved for visibility, and what they thought was reinvention, but was actually a lot of backlash from the Power Rangers community and beyond that, because it was obviously trending. There are alternative outlets for the show that have definitely been confusing, probably to the general Power Rangers fan. We don't know if the Ninja Kidz show is actually going forward because no episode has actually come out at the time of recording. If it has, I would like to see it and generally give it a good shot, but the first impression was not the best. What Playmates and Hasbro was trying to do in 2025 was give Power Rangers alternative outlets for the show to be on. It's a relatively cheap move that keeps the brand alive while they figure out what's coming up next. However, with the backlash of the Ninja Kidz show, kind of in comparison to how great the Fortnite collab was received, how will Reignition stand in the future along with the upcoming Power Rangers shows? Like I've said for many years on this channel, Mighty Morphin will always be the future of Power Rangers. There's even a thumbnail on my channel that shows this. So as fans wait for this new show to come out, if ever, we were already waiting 5 years for another reboot to happen. So expect more Reignition. Playmates says they can do this up to 3 years, alright, for all 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin. And hey, maybe the toys can get a little bit better. But everything that's happening around Power Rangers kind of sets certain expectations for what's next. But with all these visuals, collabs, and licensed content, the show is definitely, of course, leaning more onto legacy of Mighty Morphin while also trying to offer something fresh. But the nostalgia cash-in will always continue. But I always wonder, to what point? There's gotta be a delicate balance somewhere. All I generally wish is for Playmates and Hasbro to do something creative and interesting with Power Rangers so that the future is more bright than it is right now. Because all we can do as fans is kind of sit back and watch the power slowly return. But for now, sadly, Reignition is just recognition. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate it. What do you guys think about Power Rangers Reignition? Do you have any of the new toys? Has anybody even watched the Reignition AI upscale? Because why would you if we've already seen Mighty Morphin before? Do you know anybody that's watching Mighty Morphin through the first time through Reignition? I've definitely seen some TikToks over there of people being hyped about the show in some way, so that's cool. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Este. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Dylan Foy. I'm also on Instagram, Johnathan Foy. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're at. And of course, as always, stay awesome, everybody.